What's up, guys? Gonna be a UFC video on the UFC Fight Night card, Lewis versus Brown. Just gonna go ahead and review and give you guys the results of the card and let you know how I did on my picks. So let's go ahead and get started here. First fight of the night on the Fight Pass prelims, Gerald Meerschaert versus Ryan James. As you can see, Meerschaert had a first round submission win. Looked really good, very impressive. Obviously off his back, he was able to get that submission really quickly in the fight. Ryan James had about a minute and something of top control, as you can see there. Right away, the fight went to the ground, which I really didn't see happening there. I thought the fight was going to play out a lot more on the feet, but Ryan James surprised me with a takedown. I didn't think that the fight was really going to go to the ground that much, because both these guys not really known for their wrestling. But Joe was able to get the win, guys. Like I was saying, I had him actually winning by, you guys can see right there, third round knockout, a late finish. He actually ended up getting, like I said, that first round submission. As soon as he had him on the ground, as soon as he was on the ground with him, he was able to catch Ryan James with an arm bar. So really good win for Gerald there, and yeah, he looked pretty good there, first round finish. Let's go ahead and move on here to the next fight. Jack Marshman against Thiago Santos. My pick here was Santos to win by second round knockout. That's what happened here. Yeah, he did really good in that first round. Really maintained the distance well, avoiding the big power shots from Marshman. Both of them got knocked down one time. At times it looked like Marshman could have had him, but Santos just kept his composure, kept that distance, even landed a takedown in the fight. Trying to mix it up a little bit. Yeah, overall the fight went exactly how I thought it would. Both of them on the feet. Santos, like I said, just a little bit more better, more sharper on the feet, and obviously has that multi-striking style compared to Jack Marshman, who has a very boxing-oriented style. And yeah, he was able to get hit a lot at distance with the kicks from Thiago Santos. So the kicking game of Santos won the fight, and in the end, he was able to finish him with I think it was a spinning wheel kick to the head, and then just ground and pounded him on the ground to get that stoppage win. So good win there for Santos. Next fight, Ayman Sahabi against Reginaldo Vieira. The stats here, it really looks like Vieira won the fight here, just based on the stats. If you guys look at that, but Sahabi won the fight. I thought the fight was a little bit closer. I know some guys gave him 30-27. I don't know about that. A little bit of that hometown judging right here, but in this card. But yeah, either way, I picked Sahabi to win the fight. I thought he would get a finish. Second round knockout was my pick. Ended up winning by decision. He did hurt him a few times in the fight, which I think probably swayed the judges. Obviously, I picked him to win, and I also had him on a DraftKings lineup, so obviously I wanted him to win, so I could win some money and whatnot. But yeah, he showed great takedown defense. He's very calm in there. I just thought he just needs to be a little bit more aggressive, and he will do a lot better in his next fights. But overall, I'd say he looked good, but not as good as I thought he would look. Next fight, Carla Esparza against Randa Marcos. I had Marcos winning the fight by a close decision win, and she did win by decision. It was a very close fight. She had the more significant strikes. Carla had 4 takedowns on her. Not a lot of top control. Almost had a submission in that second round. Pretty much missed most of the first and second rounds. I watched the whole third round. The whole third round was all Marcos. You can see here in the stats, she outstruck her. I thought Marcos looked the best in that third round, and yeah, it was a close fight. A lot of people thought Carla won, but obviously I had Randa winning here, and yeah, she actually got the win here. So I was like, all right, I'll take it. It was a close fight though, but yeah, a good win here for Randa. She beat Carla, who was ranked number 3, and Randa was pretty much unranked here. So now I expect Randa to be at least top 10 now, or top 15. But yeah, that's it for that. Next fight here, we have Taleb against Santiago Ponzinibbio. I had Ponzinibbio here to win this fight. I had him by second round knockout. This guy's a good striker, a lot of power, a lot of output. Yeah, he won the fight. Did really well in the second and third rounds when he started getting warmed up. I would say Taleb won that first round, but also at the end of that first round, Santiago was starting to put it on him a little bit. Overall, Santiago looked pretty good, man. This guy's a beast. Has some fast hands. I thought he would land way more strikes than that though. Significant strikes. You can see he had 53 out of 171. So I thought his accuracy was a lot better than that. But you know, overall he looked good. Taleb was getting busted up. I think he had a broken nose at the end of the fight. Yeah, good performance here from Santiago. Obviously, a finish would have been better, but a win's a win. And yeah, overall, as you can see on my picks here, pretty much got all my picks. My first 5 fights got all my picks right there. So you know that was pretty good. Now for the main card, we had Paul Felder against Alessandro Ricci. I had Paul Felder here to win the fight by 3rd round knockout. He ended up winning in the 1st round by knockout. He caught Alessandro with a really clean elbow in close range. He hurt him. I think he fucked up his nose also. Just like Taleb's nose got fucked up. And yeah, Felder just put it on him against the cage after he was already hurt, and that was it. I didn't think Ricci did that horrible in the fight anyway, though. As you can see, the strikes were very close. I thought Ricci didn't do horrible at all. I actually had him on a DraftKings team just to score some points. Had him as a pump play in DraftKings. If you guys don't know what that is, it's kind of just like a cheap player who could just, you know, give you guys some points, and then, you know, if you could afford better players on the DraftKings or better fighters, you know. But yeah, I mean, I really wasn't expecting him to win. Obviously, I had Felder winning, but either way, you know, I thought he did all right. So not horrible performance by Ricci. He just ended up getting caught there with that nasty elbow. But Felder looked really good, guys. So good performance from Felder there. On the next fight, this is a very easy fight to call. Like I said, McMann all day. Very confident in her winning this fight. She was a big favorite, obviously for a reason. 2 takedowns in a short amount of time. Got that submission win, guys. Had an arm triangle choke. Very easy for her. She just really just dominated Gina from start to finish. Gina, as you can see, did not do anything. Did not land a single strike. She only threw 2 strikes. Nothing landed. Just completely dominated. But it was a really quick fight, so I mean, it was hard for her to really do much after McMann takes her down, you know. So I had McMann winning by submission, and she did get a submission. I had her winning in round 3 though. I thought she would wear her out, but man, McMann just straight up blew right through her, man. So yeah, McMann looked really good, guys. Next fight, we had Elias Theodoro against Cesar Ferreira. I had Cesar Ferreira here. I had him winning by submission in the 3rd round, but ended up going to decision. And yeah, Elias, as you can see, he just landed way more significant strikes, and as you can see, he throws a lot of strikes. 38 out of 116 attempted significant strikes. That's a lot. And look at Ferreira. Look at that very low output. His low output lost him the fight. It was a close fight, but I know some people. I think someone gave Elias a 30-27. So I mean, you know, like I said, you know, this is that hometown advantage type of shit because they're in Canada. I don't think he should have had a 30-27. I think it should have been a 29-28 at least. But yeah, I just think Ferreira should have pulled the trigger a lot more often in the fight. He just didn't throw enough. He had 3 takedowns, but Elias also had 1. Had some submission attempts, but you know, in the end, Elias came out with the win. Just was able to outpoint him just by throwing a lot of output. So yeah, close fight. Had Cesar winning there, and that was my first wrong pick of the night. Let's go ahead and move on to the next fight. Sam Sicilia against Gavin Tucker. Man, this is a really good fight. To showcase a new talent here in Gavin Tucker, who I picked to win. I had him winning by 2nd round knockout. He was able to win by decision. He really just straight dominated Sicilia on the feet. Even had a takedown in the fight. He landed the way cleaner striking. Pretty much he just outstruck the shit out of Sicilia, man. He looked really good on his feet. He had excellent footwork. He's an excellent counter striker with his kicks. You know, he has really good striking ability with his kicks. Like he'll just counter you. If you're going for a punch, he'll counter you, but instead of countering you with the punch, he's countering you with his kicks. And man, he has a really good left high kick, and he also throws it really clean to the body and to the legs. So this guy's just a really good striker. It's good to see another good fighter at this weight class. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how this guy looks. You know, later on in the year against other featherweights, and I think he might even get to the top 15 this year if he stays active. But yeah, this guy, keep an eye on this guy. Keep an eye on this guy, guys, because man, this guy looks pretty good. So yeah, Gavin Tucker, really great performance there. And now for the co-main event, guys, we had Johnny Hendricks against Hector Lombard. So you can see right here, I had Hendricks winning by knockout in the 3rd round. I thought he would wear him out. maybe even get some takedowns late in the fight and, you know, able to finish him on the ground or something. But Hendricks did not go for a single takedown here. Lombard actually had 9 takedown attempts. He was only able to get 2 takedowns, but as you can see, he had very minimal top control time. Didn't do much on the ground. So on the feet, like I was saying, I thought Hendricks here would be able to outpoint Lombard, just be able to outstrike him. I thought Hendricks was going to be a lot faster. As long as he survives that first round, I thought he was going to win, and that's what happened. But Lombard actually a little bit impressed me here because his gas tank looked a lot better than he usually does. Usually he gasses after that first round, like halfway between the second round, he's pretty much done. But this time his gas tank was a lot better, and I don't know if he dropped a little bit of muscle or whatever, but he did come in at 182 pounds, so he came in, you know, below the middleweight limit. So yeah, like Lombard's gas tank, it was not bad at all. Like he was in there the whole fight. I mean, he was obviously got tired at the end a little bit, but he never looked like completely gassed or anything. So I was like, damn, like Lombard might be able to win this fight. But Hendricks, like I said, he just outstruck him, as you can see here in the stats. He just outstriking him in the fight. So yeah, overall, I thought Hendricks looked all right. Let's see who he fights next, see how he matches up, and maybe I might consider picking him again. But, you know, we'll have to see about that. But, yeah, not much else to say there. Alright, now for the main event, guys. We had Derrick Lewis, the Black Beast, against Travis Hopper Brown. Obviously, my pick here was Travis Brown, so kind of a disappointing loss here because I could have made a lot of money, probably on DraftKings, or well, at least profited on DraftKings, but I wasn't able to profit even though I had 9 out of 11 on my picks right. I had Brown winning in the first round by knockout. He had Lewis hurt in that first round. The first round was pretty much all Lewis. Let's go ahead and look at the stats. Look at that. 18 significant strikes landed. Excellent accuracy, also 52%. Lewis only landed 4 significant strikes. Lewis is pretty much in the first round, he was just completely getting smashed. He was getting hit at distance with Travis Brown's teep kick to the body. Pretty much Brown was really working that body in that first round. He was hurting Lewis to the body early, but he just could not capitalize and finish Lewis. So that came out to pretty much bite him in the next round. Whereas you can see, look at that, Travis Brown only had 3 significant strikes in that second round. While look at Lewis, he had 35 in that round, man. Lewis just straight put it on him on that second round. I think Brown just really didn't stick to that game plan. He got way too close and he put his back against the cage, which obviously is a bad idea against Lewis, who just is a really good brawler with heavy knockout power. And if you're against the cage with him, man, more likely you're gonna get knocked out. You know, I give props to Brown for surviving against the cage, but in the end, he still ended up getting smashed on the ground. So, yeah, anytime Lewis is on top of you with doing some ground and pound, man, he's gonna finish you, man. This guy's heavy punches on the ground, and yeah, overall, Lewis was able to win this fight here, guys. My initial pick was Lewis, so I'm really regretting not picking him. So that kind of sucks, you know. I was like, man, I got fucked up. I could have picked Lewis here, but you know, ended up switching to Brown. That was my mistake. But you know what happens. You know, I thought Brown did have a chance of winning here with his athleticism, especially those kicks to the body were doing good. Brown had only 1 takedown attempt. Also, I thought if Brown would have taken the fight down to the ground early, I'm pretty sure he would have won. But like I said, Brown not really known for takedowns or anything like that. But yeah, I thought Brown being the more complete fighter would have been able to win the fight. But you know, Lewis has heart, he has toughness, was able to survive that first round with with a hurt body, obviously, and end up getting that finish. So, you know, overall it was a nice win for Lewis, and yeah, it was a good fight. Well, it lasted there. So yeah, guys, that's it for the results for the review. And as for the review, I'm gonna give this card, give it an 8.5 out of 10. Man, it was a fun night of fights. You know, I like the fights. The only fight I didn't like, let me see which fight didn't I really like. I would say the Ferrer fight was like the most boring fight out of all of them. It was just not much going on there, but the rest of the fights were actually pretty good. Like I said, the Lewis fight was good. Hendricks fight was decent. Gavin Tucker fight, man, this is a really fun fight. McMann, it was a quick ass whooping. So was the Felder fight. Santiago put on a good show, or Santiago, I mean. Random Marcos came out with that win. Sahabi did not look as good as I thought he would, but ended up winning. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a good night of fights, guys. So 8.5 out of 10 on the rating here for this card. So if you guys didn't watch it, you guys should check out the card. I thought it was a good night of fights. So anyways, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Like I said, here are my picks. Got 9 out of 11 right. I mean, that's good, but you know, it sucks that I wasn't able to profit. So that was just my mistake, you know. But that's gonna be it, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're a new viewer. I do these UFC prediction videos and these result videos whenever there's a UFC card. So subscribe if you guys obviously want me to give out some picks, or you want to hear out my picks. Yeah, I did pretty good this card though. On to the next one though. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and yeah, catch you guys on the next one.